So many of you have been asking for prompting engineering videos that I decided to create a very long video on how I use prompting engineering every day, and hopefully you'll get some good experience out of it. And if you appreciate this kind of content, please leave a like in this video and consider subscribing to the channel so you'll never miss out on content like this. So I broke up this video in a few steps that I follow every time I do some prompting, and hopefully it will get you some better results to your prompts as well. And the very first step that I do is I give the language model a clear task. Now, this will ensure the AI understands what is expected from it from the very beginning, allowing it to use previous experiences to get to your results. For instance, your task is to break down a text into a sequence of individual unique tasks. Now, the AI will know what is expected from it, and from all the other users trying to reach the same result, it can filter down what those results were more successful and try to replicate into my prompt. Now, another thing that you have to do is that you can try to guide the model to do what you need it to do by providing instructions that are clear, specific, and not easy to misinterpret. You can use examples to make it more clear. So I would like to specify to ChatGPT in this case what I expect to be an individual task that I just asked it to create. So I'm going to Shift Enter, and I'm going to describe what I understand as an individual unique task. So an individual unique task is a set of instructions that involves one action being executed specifically on something. For instance, and here is the example that I'm going to give it so it understands what I'm expecting from it specifically. For instance, for the text, peel one orange and dice it. You can break it down in individual tasks like this. Step 1. Get one orange. Step 2. Peel the orange. Step 3. Dice the orange. So now ChatGPT understands what I believe to be and what I expected it to respond as an individual task, not giving it space to understand anything else that does not match my criteria. So I just defined it exactly what a unique task is to me, and I hope it to replicate it correctly. So another thing that you gotta have in mind is that prompts are meant to be precise, not short. So you should write the prompt as long as it needs to be. Shorter prompts that are not totally clear might lead to wrong or not as good results. And you gotta remember that wrong answers are also charged if you're on a paid plan, or it will consume some limits on free plans as well. So it's cheaper on the long run to get better responses, better response or answers than writing short prompts and trying to fix those as you go. If you get it right at the first time, it's much better and cheaper to run. So this prompt will get a little bigger than this because we are also using another technique, which is using limiters. Limiters will allow the language model to understand different parts of the text of the prompt and give different context to those parts. So common limiters are tags, for instance, tag, and slash tag, like this. Or some other people prefer to use simple quotes or double quotes or uh, triple backticks. So you choose whatever you prefer, but be consistent and inform the prompt, the language model, what the limiters you are using, so it knows what part of the text is to be considered with a different context. So what I'm going to do is go up there here, and before this defining what an individual task is, I'm also adding some text to tell about where I'm going to use my limiters. So I'm going to write, you will be provided with text between 3 backticks. If the text contained into the 3 backticks contains multiple actions, break those down in a sequence of individual tasks. Now I will define what an individual task is. Now, last but not least, you gotta give the language model a way to evaluate if its own response satisfies all the rules you asked. So I would like to add something like this. If at the very end of your response you have multiple steps, each one containing only one action, which is a verb, on something, which is a substantive, your task is correctly done. So write the string and that's it at the very end. And now I can put in the text into the limiters that I defined, which I told it will be 3 backticks. So I'm going to open 3 backticks like this, and I have some text over here that I'm just going to copy and paste over here, and then close down the 3 backticks again. I see I misspelled garlic. And now let's try to run and see how it behaves. As you can see, I have a recipe for doing rice over here. And as you can see, it understood my task totally correctly and break it down into multiple steps. So let's check if every single one contains just one action. So step 1, put some oil in a pan. Step 2, heat up the pan with the oil. Step 3, slice some garlic very thin. Step 4, put the sliced garlic into the pan with the heated oil. Step 5, ensure the garlic doesn't burn and allow it to release its flavor. Step 6, wait until the garlic becomes light yellow and starts smelling. Step 7, add 2 cups of white rice to the pan. So as you can see, it broke down the whole recipe over there into multiple steps, and it verified the steps according to my rules. As the steps were correctly verified, it added and that's it at the very end. So this is how I do my prompting, and I think I have amazing results with it because having bigger prompts that are not easy to misinterpret give me much better results, leading to a lower cost for running my prompts. So, if you found this video helpful, please click the like button and consider subscribing to the channel so it can help us grow. I also share this link with a friend and they can learn something too. If you're already subscribed, thank you for that. And if you have any questions, suggestions, or any implementation you'd like to see, please leave in the comment section below. We always answer all the questions. I hope this content was useful to you and hope to see you back. See you soon. Bye bye.